There we go. Now we have audio. Sorry. Thanks.
I asked you if you
did ask me. You were like, "Did you turn on the audio?" And I was like, "Yes, I did." And then I missed the button. I missed the button by like that much.
All right, start.
All right, let's start over. Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Erin.
And this is the weekly roundup right here on our Wyoming Life. And I was telling Erin, let you guys in on the joke as well. But we have a lot of time to sit here as we have no audio, and I'm just thinking in my head. And I got to thinking about the dinosaurs, and I think I figured out why the dinosaurs went extinct.
Yeah, giant asteroid.
Not a giant asteroid. You ever seen a T-Rex trying to do CPR? It's got to be awkward as hell. I want that T-shirt. No? You okay?
I'm sick.
Maybe it's better without sound.
Maybe without audio.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Jams Farm, for the $1.99 super chat. We appreciate that very
Yes,
much.
thank you very much. We actually had a super chat before we even started. I got to go back and check that one. That one was from James Ledsema.
Sure.
$1 super chat. Thank you very much, James. So tonight we have the return of the tiny hands coming up for you. We did happen to find the other tiny hand, which was missing for the longest time.
Well, they both were missing.
Really?
Yeah, I found one in Lincoln's room when I was cleaning his room, and then I found one in our room.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about that last week, didn't we? Yeah. So anyway, the tiny hands are back. So we have a brand new tiny hands. We also have a really cool sponsor coming up for today's show, and well, the joke you just heard. That's pretty much it. That's all we got. So it's been
a super chat.
We do have a super chat. I always mispronounce his name, and it's. See, I'm going to do it again.
Hamish?
No, it's not.
Hamish?
It's Hamish.
Hamish?
I think it's Hamish.
Are you a ham or not a ham?
It's Hamish.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that super chat there. $2 super chat, £2. And Dr. Dixon, holy smokes, Doc, $100 super chat. Thank you very much. That's amazing.
See, I should have married a doctor.
And you wouldn't be worrying about hay. You'd probably have some nice augmentations of your own. Depends on what kind of doctor you married, but
Maybe.
they have to try things out on people.
Oh,
so if it's a dentist, you'd have really nice teeth.
That'd be cool.
And there's other types of doctors that you probably.
I don't really see it down. I mean, unless it's like a urologist, like I'm probably cool, but like.
What?
Women don't really see urologists that often. I mean, but almost every type of doctor you need at some point in your life. Like, things go wrong. You need doctors. Thank you very much, Dr. Dixon, for the super chat. That's very generous of you.
I don't know where you were going with that. You kind of lost me there. You took a left turn at Albuquerque.
No matter what kind of doctor it is, like, you probably are going to visit that type of doctor at some point in your life.
Possibly. Maybe. Wow. Anyway, thank you very much. We all should have married a doctor. Yeah, no doubt. There's only so many doctors that go around, really. And Bob, he said that's harsh. That's that's a kick right in the...
You probably should have married better, too.
Well, too late for that. So now we just go with what we got.
Somebody who's not sick.
That actually might not be a bad idea. Maybe I should have married a doctor so that I could cheat on that doctor with you and then get that doctor to fix you up.
Maybe I should go to a doctor.
That might work too. So anyway, thanks for coming out this evening. I'm like off screen here. The camera's all messed up.
Switch over.
And I'm sweating too. It's hot up here.
It is hot up here.
We kick on the lights honestly like a minute before we go live. We kick on the lights just because they heat up things in here really fast. And
do you have
now
the overhead
I'm sweating.
air conditioner on?
No, I don't
just
actually.
That?
Just that one over there.
See, that's the problem.
So. Yeah, for sure. Also tonight we're going to take a look at the license plates that are coming in. I've got a whole stack of license plates here in front of me that have come in over the last couple of weeks. Also, we're going to take a look and see which plates we're missing. I actually did an inventory today. Kenzie and I sat down and we did inventory. So
it's good. That kid watched TV like all day.
I know, right? There's, in fact, you can catch her when we show the tiny hand segment. I don't know if I left it in there or not, but there was a part in there where you walk by her and she's like laying there watching TV
so
like a zoned kid.
Like, you gotta go,
like, get
kid.
Up. Yeah, get up and get out of here.
She's been actually really. Mackenzie's totally our kid that you gotta kick off like a screen. The other two are more likely to do things for like short amounts of time and move through activities throughout the day. Kenzie's cool with watching YouTube or playing a video game all day.
I know, she's like our odd kid.
But she's been really good, and it's actually the first time.
So I'm sweating so much that my microphone is supposed to be stuck to me. This is nice, isn't it? which is supposed to be stuck to me, is not stuck to me. This is behind the scenes magic right here. Isn't that ridiculous? I'm sweating. It won't stick.
That's just
It's hot in here.
You should have like paused for a commercial break.
We don't have commercial breaks.
Where's your phone? Get the app and turn on that air conditioner.
Okay, you talk for a minute while I get the app and I'll turn on the air conditioner.
It's right there. It's not like you have to go for them.
But now, see, I'm ignoring folks. Now you have to talk.
So all week long, Mackenzie's been really good about playing and doing stuff. But today, after, I don't know, about 4 o'clock, I was like, you got to go, kid. Go do something besides watch TV. So, but they did play outside for a little bit today.
Yeah.
So.
What's your password?
I don't have, you're the one that runs that, not me.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay.
Cool.
There we go.
Go.
It should kick on now. Look, it turned blue. Ooh, it's blue. All right. So, as prepared as we can be.
Oh yeah, the jackal, his sunglasses are right here.
Oh, is he missing his sunglasses?
That's what someone said.
Oh.
There we go.
They just fell off, or Grace was playing with them one way or the
Probably
other.
has fleas. We got real bunnies now. I don't know.
I know we've got real bunnies. It seems like it got really quiet in here all of a sudden. Grace got bunnies for her birthday, which is tomorrow, by the way. She is going to turn 6 tomorrow, and she got 2 bunnies just for herself. And actually, Kenzie claims one of them, so Lincoln really doesn't care. But what kind of bunnies are they? Do you know?
I don't know. I know nothing about rabbits.
I thought about bringing them up here tonight. I was like, let's bring them up and we'll hold the bunnies. But then I didn't know what I'd do with them. I can't sit here and hold them for half an hour or 45 minutes. So I figured I'd skip that whole part of it. So, Steve, thank you for the super chat there. 23 days to go, 30 days to Wyoming versus Missouri. I want to break that. Honestly, you know more about the game than I do. What Steve's talking about 23 days to, though, that is to the Ranch Roundup, which is happening right here on the ranch on August 24th, 23rd and 24th, technically, if you want to look at it that way. And we have 200 folks coming from all across the United States and Canada, and it should be a lot of fun. We're going to start having some videos rolling out about that and what we do there. Also, we're having a live stream from the Ranch Roundup.
You need to clean a lot.
I do need to clean. I need to do a lot, actually, to get ready for it.
So. There's so much to do.
Yeah, and we have, obviously, there is going to be some people, a lot of our moderators are going to be here. Erin's going to be here.
Yeah.
It should be a lot of fun.
There's been a lot of questions since we got the bunnies, and I posted them on social media. If they were pet bunnies or meat bunnies, they're pet bunnies.
Yeah.
And they're both boys, and no, we do not want any girl bunnies. So there's been some very generous offers to bring us some bunnies to Ranch Roundup. We'll pass. Thank you very much. We are in the boy bunny business only. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to be fun at all. But there is a lot to do before the Ranch Roundup, and we're kind of now. Actually, you've got an event this weekend.
Yeah, we have an event on Sunday. We have Brunch on the Prairie for the Edible Prairie Project, my nonprofit, along with Megan. We are we have 50-some people coming for brunch on Sunday in the Prairie.
What time is it?
Noon to 3.
So it's not brunch; it's lunch.
It's brunch.
Okay.
Brunch is whatever you want to call it, okay? And I called it brunch.
I'm confused.
And we're starting them at noon. It's brunch.
Okay.
We're brunching on Sunday in the Prairie.
Yeah, I went out and mowed today, so we got a lot of that done.
So we got porta potty coming tomorrow, tents coming. I'm going to go buy some food tomorrow. I washed some vegetables today. I'm cooking. This is a good test run for Ranch Roundup. If I can feed 50, maybe I can feed 250.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see. We did have a couple of experiments happen last week, which I thought were pretty fun. I thought I'd talk about really quick and see if I can get anybody's input on. We had our podcast that came out last week with Dave and Tammy. The second part of that podcast actually is released tomorrow. But not only we do that, we made a 360 video of the podcast. And I did see there was, we put that link in the herd report for people to go and check it out. And if you did check it out, let me know and let me know if you liked it or not. But there was one question in there that Jesus just asked once again, and that was, what did your mom think about Dave and Tammy coming and helping out on the ranch for an entire month?
Well, she's met them before because they were here in February, and she likes Dave and Tammy. I mean, there was a lot of, the first week she was just like, why?
She couldn't wrap her head around, why would somebody do this? It's so weird. Yeah, which honestly, it's kind of a weird thing to come and do.
They're really working hard. Why are they doing this? So, yeah, I mean, You know, she made us dinner several nights, which was great because food in the summer is difficult. We've talked about that. Like,
Eating is hard to do just because you don't have time to do it half the time.
I ate lunch at 4:30 this afternoon, whatever that is.
I guess this makes sense. So you said brunch happens from noon till 3. And really, meals happen whenever they happen around here.
Yeah, I don't get. So the hard thing right now with like days that I have the store open at 2:00, like if I don't get lunch before 2, which like I almost have to quit working at like noon to like get ready for the store and like get cleaned up and like open the store and have lunch. Like I have to quit at noon, and like there's lots of times I'm like I still have lots of work to do. So if I don't eat lunch before 2, like I was eating today, and of course I get a customer, so I run over, take care of that customer, because that's obviously more important than my food. And then I come back and I eat some more.
I was on the phone though, and if I wasn't on the phone, you probably would have eaten and just sent me over to the store.
Yeah, I mean if you weren't busy, but you were on the phone, so I just ran over. We had a super chat.
Oh, sorry. Did we? I talked about that one already. No. Oh, no, there's another one. $2 super chat from L. Porter, 1983. Say it for us. This is our Wyoming Life. Should I do it?
Well, yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm not good at doing it on the spot.
Say hi, I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike. Now, see, that sounds stupid. Hi, I'm Mike. Okay. Hi, I'm Mike. And this is our Wyoming Life. That's about how it sounded the very first video I ever did that.
Yeah?
And that kind of stuck.
Yeah, because that's all you did for an intro.
That's all I did. Because, I used to not talk, now I say what the video is kind of going to be about in the beginning. A hook. In the beginning, when we first started videos, I was just like, hey, you're Mike, and, watch the show kind of thing. But things have changed as we flow down. So anyway, what were you talking about? Your mom. And David,
we were talking about food and stuff.
Oh, you were talking about food.
So yeah, anyhow, brunch is this Sunday. Tickets are all sold out. Thank you everyone who's bought tickets. This is the first fundraiser for the nonprofit Edible Prairie Project. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm scared. I don't know. I've cooked for 50 people before. Like that's not a big deal. Like, yeah, I can knock that out.
Daniel, are you sure?
Yeah. Easy.
So this weekend, I was torn between 2 different videos that I wanted to do on Sunday. One has to do with the grasshopper infestation that is happening here right now. I don't know what happened somewhere in the last 2 weeks.
Like since Monday, like I have an infestation in the garden.
Yeah.
And like Monday it was like, oh, we're getting some grasshoppers. And today it's like we've got like after we're done, like I'm gonna go spray and try and get rid of some grasshoppers.
Right. So. And so I was debating on doing an episode about grasshoppers and insects and how much they can eat, which is incredible. When you start talking about animal units and stuff like that, they go all the way down to a grasshopper, and you can figure out, based on how many grasshoppers you have per square meter or whatever, how much they're eating. And it really doesn't take that many grasshoppers to eat the equivalent of what a cow can eat. So I was going to do that, but
the grasshoppers aren't going anywhere.
No, they'll be here for a bit, so I'm not really too worried about that. We will probably end up spraying for grasshoppers like next year. I think that'll be fun. We'll have a plane flying around spraying. So
the county Weed and Pest has done programs in the past, because this happens frequently. Not frequently, but like every 10 years we have a big grasshopper bloom. I don't know what you call it, but last year I think they were predicting it, and then like in the spring when the eggs are hatching, if you have wet weather, like it will stop it. Obviously now like we're in full infestation right now, so I'm sure next year the county will hopefully have a program where you can participate in and your acreage can be sprayed.
Right, that would be fun.
So.
And the chickens are going nuts. They love it.
Yeah, they're in my garden, the dang things. I'm going to post it to Instagram. I'll put it on Instagram and Facebook stories. Lincoln was helping me chase some chickens out of the... I can't get them out, and I get them out and they just come right back around. So I'm going to be spraying tonight. We'll put the chickens in before I spray, and we'll keep them locked in their enclosure tonight or tomorrow even. And then everything should be watered twice and we'll be good. But it's at the point like I have to spray, otherwise they have like decimated my potatoes in just a couple of days, which potatoes are kind of at that point in the year anyhow where they're starting to not look as lush and beautiful, and it's fine, but it's time they gotta go. Like You walk in the garden tonight.
Oh, it's crazy. I've been walking out in the pastures. They're just as bad.
Yeah, no, they're not as bad because they're concentrated on certain crops in the gardens.
This was when I was out, so where Erin's doing the brunch deal on Sunday, I went and mowed down a little area so people aren't tripping in the tall grass and stuff. Well, not that tall grass, but tall enough. And went and mowed it down. There was a couple of rocks in there, right? So
Yeah,
as
I
I'm
heard
mowing
you
it
with the
down.
brush beater.
Well, no, there's like a couple big rocks in there, and as I was mowing it down, the grasshoppers moved towards those rocks.
Oh, yeah.
So they sat on the rocks. Those rocks were covered in grasshoppers because I was cutting down all their grass that they were sitting in. It was really weird. But anyway, today's sponsor actually has something to do with the grasshoppers, and so I think. The sponsor itself has to do with insect rights.
Oh, okay.
So, has a member of your family recently been swatted by a rolled up newspaper? Has your home been devastated by Erin trying to protect her precious kale? Did you know that being lured into a deadly roach motel constitutes illegal entrapment? Did you know that? That's entrapment. It's illegal.
They're not eating kale.
Yeah, well, I wish they're smarter. They're smarter than some of us are. Well, if you're tired of getting stepped on, you can call Mike's Legal Clinic for Insects. We'll help you bring some of that honey back to the hive. And remember, I gotta find my mouse here. And remember, at Mike's Legal Clinic for Insects, no client is too small. That's Mike's Legal Clinic for Insects, where size doesn't matter, except for when it comes to your settlement. Check them out online.
You didn't put a website.
Search for it. Google knows where it's at.
Phone number.
I don't even know if the phone. Actually, I probably shouldn't have put a phone number on there. Somebody's going to call it now and be like, would that phone number actually work? No, it wouldn't. Well, it would, but anyway.
Yeah, it's a real. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, but I decided not to go with the grasshopper deal. It's been a long time since we've seen the cows.
Yeah, you should go check on them.
I did go check on them
I know
today.
you check on them,
but we're all going to go and check on them this weekend. So
we got a super chat.
yeah, we can all go down and check on the cows together, and that will be this weekend's video. I can't wait to go down and hang out with them a little bit. Citronella torches work to keep grasshoppers away. I don't know. Maybe if you pour it on them and light them on fire. I don't know. That'll keep them away. I really have no clue.
Yeah, I've been looking how to keep them out of the gardens.
There's a lot of weird, like, homeopathic grasshopper, like, what was one, like, not, some weird oil.
Neem oil?
No, it wasn't neem oil. It was like citrus oil or some goofy thing. And then they had, like, soaps and that kind of stuff
I ain't
that
got
you
time
can
for
get.
that stuff.
Erin needs them gone, like, tomorrow.
I needed them gone yesterday.
Yeah.
They're only, like, turnips, potatoes, somewhat on the beets, not as bad, but the turnips and the potatoes. And then the Napa cabbage. Regular cabbage a little bit, but the Napa cabbage, really bad.
No, they're not on the kale.
Not as much. And the chard. They're eating the rainbow chard.
Not the kale.
Not as much, no.
Wonder why they don't eat kale.
I don't know. It's just not a food of choice. Turnips, though. Man, the turnip greens, they're just going to town on the turnip greens.
And the potatoes.
Yeah, and the potatoes.
Potatoes are big. All right, let's move right along here because I've got a ton of stuff piled up here in front of me. It's driving me nuts. It's been a while since we
answer any questions or anything? Or
Okay, let's do that.
Do your stuff.
No, let's not just do that. Okay, so let's.
I'm sorry. I'm still sick.
Yeah, you need a mute button. When you cough, we mute you out. But then we forget to turn the microphone back on, and then you would just.
So do we have any plans when we reach 100,000?
Honestly, no. I didn't realize how close we were to 100,000 until I happened to look at it. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, you're like, oh, we're almost at 95. Now we're over 95,000.
Yeah, we're over 95,000 now. 5,000 away from 100,000.
And we're picking up 200 to 300 a day. So.
Yeah, it seems to be like with YouTube, there's when you hit that 100,000 point, they start to kind of pay a little bit more attention to you, and then they.
They're not going to pay attention to us.
No. There's definitely no ill will between me and YouTube, but.
I'm sorry.
We, they do start to, like, as long as you're doing nice videos about hay and, cows and how cute they are and stuff like that, you can, they'll push some folks your way. And right now it's actually a good time of year for us because we're not talking about selling calves. We're not talking about bulls doing bull things. And we're talking about making hay. So that tends to get YouTube moving a little bit better in our direction. And people like farming and that kind of thing. So that's been working really well for us. Eventually.
Your cost of haying video is doing great.
Yeah.
It's over 100,000 views, which is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
See, I don't keep track of this kind of stuff.
Keep track of it once in a while. But yeah, I mean, we're almost there. And at 200 to 300 subs a day, like, we're not that far. We might hit it before Ranch Roundup. Which is your goal.
I would like to hit 100,000 before Ranch Roundup.
Yeah.
Peter said I should get you a cough drop. I would like to go on the record here as saying that Erin will not eat a cough drop.
I can't eat the menthol kind, and like the other ones are just like candy. So I can't eat them. I cannot do it. The most. Ugh. I also don't like mint, and like I can't. No. Sorry, no.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. She doesn't like cough drops, sorry.
I don't.
All right, so, well, let's see, where were you born and brought up? I was actually raised all over Montana. My dad was a professional ranch hand, kind of, so when I was younger. So we moved around quite a bit. He was a very restless person, so I was all over Montana. So
tell him where you graduated high school from.
I graduated from high school from a little tiny town on the High Line, 11 people in my graduating class, and yeah, small town.
Okay.
Yeah, very small. Milk chocolate will help that cough. There you go, see? William Burnett asked if we've ever been to Gillette Thunder Speedway. Yes. We have.
Yeah.
Nick took us there.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, Nick took us there a couple times.
Yeah, Janice, mint is gross. I can only tolerate it in very small.
Mackenzie hates mint too.
She says it's spicy.
Yeah, but she doesn't like it at all.
I don't even like certain mouthwashes. Like Listerine, no. I need like the...
You need scope.
I need the non-minty.
Listerine isn't minty. Listerine is like fire.
I hate it.
Fire water.
I hate it.
I think it's the alcohol
but
or something.
It's very minty too.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
it just tastes like alcohol. So, answer a question.
I haven't tried. Well, I've tried butterscotch schnapps, but like not for my cold. But I mean, just to drink, yeah, they are good.
When will there be more history of the ranch videos?
Winter time.
Yeah, I mean they're really labor intensive to do. So right now, as we have so much, we're doing so much right now, getting ready for the Ranch Roundup, and obviously finishing up haying and stuff like that. It's really been fly by the seat of your pants when it comes to videos. Sometimes you'd honestly be surprised how fast sometimes we have to come up with an idea and get it filmed and be ready to go. So.
Yeah.
The history videos take so much preparation and research and everything else. I work with our local museum here in town, and what does he call? He's like the curator of the museum.
I don't know.
Robert is his name, and he helps me out with videos as we're talking about history of the area and stuff like that. So they do take quite a while to put together. But I can tell you that one time I did go and see Robert. I think it was when we were doing our first history video, and I sat down with him and getting a bunch of information from him, and taking notes and stuff like that. And he said, "Well, when is this video going to come out?" And I said, "Oh, it'll be on Sunday." And he's like, "This Sunday?" And I think
Friday.
I think it was like Thursday or Friday that I was talking to him. And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know." It's
yeah, we need to work on that. Like, we need to get a little further ahead. Yeah. Lynn, the pigs are doing great. They're getting big, except for little Runt. I think Runt might have to stay through 2 batches of pigs. Runt is not. She's cute, but she's not growing.
No, and we have a Runt pretty much every year, and there has been years that the Runt has actually died.
Runt's doing good,
but she's doing great. We'd keep a really close eye on her because if they start forcing her out, she's not eating and stuff like that. We'll separate her off.
And she's eating.
But she is. She's eating. She's just not growing.
And she fights like for food and stuff. Like she's not timid or anything, but she's just tiny.
Yeah, we're gonna get in there and get a video with the pigs here before too long. I've got to do a big update video. I've got to do the pigs, the peacocks, the baby chick peacocks, or whatever they're called, pea chicks. What else do we have going on?
Everybody wants to see the chicken house remodel.
The chicken house remodel, which
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Kind of stalled out right now. The farm store. Everybody wants to know about the farm store. They want to know what you got going on in the garden.
Grasshoppers. Somebody asked how you get the herd report. Go to our website, ourwyominglife.com. If it's your first time there, you'll get a pop-up that you fill out some information. We'll send you the herd report. If not, scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, and you can enter your information. So it's on our website, ourwyominglife.com.
Exactly. The chicken house deal. It kind of went a little sideways on us. So we had plans to kind of redo the entire chicken house. Yeah. And then, of course, you know, as spring moves on, we end up running out of time. Yeah. So we went through, we quickly rebuilt what we had for a chicken run and kind of beefed that up a little bit. And now we're just waiting for time to be able to go back and dig into the whole chicken house and start the whole process, start it over again. So.
Yeah, we need to trench and bury some wire so that something can't dig, because like right now something could still dig. We put a bunch of dirt around the chicken wire enclosure so that something couldn't push through or try and like work up that chicken wire and create a hole. And now with all that dirt, like you can see if something obviously tries to dig through. And now they're free ranging. The baby chicks are out and about running around, and we count. I know how many big chickens we have, and I know how many ducks we have, so we can count every night and every morning and make sure that everybody's still there. So yeah, they're everything's doing good. So we're gonna dig down like a foot and then go out like 2 foot.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan. So take 3-foot chicken wire and lay it in, or
not chicken wire because it rusts, but something.
Chicken wire, some sort of wire or something.
Yeah.
So. What were we going to put in there?
I don't know.
We had it all figured out. This is the problem with figuring stuff out, and then you get sidetracked on something else, and then you got to go back and figure out what you were doing. I have that problem quite often, actually, around here. So.
And I want to make it bigger. So, yeah, we got to put some posts in, and it's a whole project. I don't think it'll take that long, a couple days. We just need to do it. Exactly.
While I'm thinking about it, be sure to thank your moderators for being here with us and hanging out with us. They, obviously we can't get to every single question that comes up, but I do notice that they get in there and try to answer as many questions as they can for us. Don't think of that as disrespectful at all. They're actually just helping us out and keeping things moving along. So we don't want anybody to feel like they've been ignored. So we definitely try to answer as many questions as we can. Obviously we can't get to them all, and that's why these guys are here. To be able to help us out.
Yeah.
And they know us quite well, actually. We talk to them on the phone, and they know more about us than we probably do. So,
all right, you want to do your license plate?
All right, let's do the license plate update. So I went through and I did an inventory on the plates. Should I do the inventory first, or should I show that you're quit yawning? Why are you tired?
Because I'm sick.
Because you don't sleep.
Because I cough all night.
All right, so there are 5 U.S. states that we are missing. So
what the heck, guys?
I am going out on a limb here. I'm gonna ask that if you are in one of these states, that you take a few minutes and try to get us a license plate. This is the first time I've ever actually asked for license plates, because normally they just kind of flow in.
The ones that are on this list.
I know, right? Pretty crazy. So there's 5 U.S. states that we're missing license plates from. So if you do have if you are from this state, or you happen to have a plate from this state, you can get it to us. We can have it on the wall. And the reason I want to do this, I would like to have the wall complete with all 50 states by the time we have Ranch Roundup. I think that would be really cool. We do have duplicates. That's totally fine. We're getting to it. Henry, hold your horses. All right.
And so, if we already have your state, like, keep sending them. It's fine.
Yeah, keep sending them, man. That's cool too. So the first state that we're going to do these in alphabetical order, because that's the way my list is made up. Delaware, we're missing Delaware, which really doesn't surprise me. That one I kind of expected.
There's not a lot of people in Delaware.
There's more people in Delaware than there is in Wyoming.
There's still not a lot of people.
We're also missing Louisiana, which actually surprised me too. I thought for sure we'd have somebody from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Maryland.
And Maryland's one of those states where you don't get your plates.
It could be. We did run into that.
Like Rhode Island or something?
New Jersey was one where
don't steal
plates.
Mike.
That was my joke coming up, by the way. In New Jersey, they take your plates back. You have to turn in your old plate before you can get a new one. So
we have in New Jersey.
We have a couple of them. They're illegal.
You guys are bad.
The one that really surprised me that we do not have is North Dakota.
Yeah, that's like it's not our neighbor, but almost our neighbor.
It's pretty close. Now there, Mike, I could run up and I could probably steal a North Dakota license plate in the Walmart parking lot right now, if I really wanted to.
I mean, there's probably one here in town.
There could be one parked out at the farm store for all I know. If you show up at the farm store and we don't have your license plate,
taking it.
Might just take it. And the last one that we're missing is another surprise to me, and that's Oklahoma.
Are you sure that there's no
I do not have an Oklahoma plate.
I think there's an Oklahoma.
Now, if you look at provinces, Canadian provinces, we're missing quite a few. These ones are a long shot, but I'm going to throw them out there anyway. Labrador, New Brunswick, Northwest Territory, Prince Edward Island, British Columbia, Newfoundland. I don't even know if these are all provinces. Kenzie came up with this list for me. Nunavut? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Quebec and the Yukon Territory. So I guess they're not really provinces. There's territories in here, but
I don't know how Canada works. I don't. I'm sorry.
Canada could be confusing.
Saskatchewan.
All right, license plates coming up here. Brand new license plates to go up on the wall. If
Thank you, William. If you send us an Oklahoma plate, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. I really hope I don't have any of those that I just said we're missing in this pile. I might have, though. From Indiana, Keith Jones sent us a plate from Indiana. This one, you know, I've been noticing like all these different plates that you can get that are the they're not novelty plates anymore. They're what do they call? What do they used to call those?
Know.
When you get like your name put on your plate, vanity plates, but they're not vanity plates. They're just different designs. This one's the In God We Trust Indiana plate.
Patriotic from
Very
1988. That's what it says on it.
It does say 1988 on it.
It looks nice though.
They didn't have barcodes in 1980. Well, I mean, they did have barcodes, but I don't think they had them on your license plates.
Well, they obviously did.
Well, what is over here?
Is this a fake plate?
We'll argue about this later.
Did you show the plate?
I did, right here. See? It says 621 up here, though. And it says 1988.
I don't know. Maybe it's a fake plate.
I don't know. Okay. Keith also happens to work for Vermeer. They make a bunch of implements, that kind of thing.
Balers.
Rakes. I've actually ran their rakes before. They work really good. They're basket rakes.
Do they make tractors or just implements?
So Nick has a Vermeer trencher. So they do make some sort of tractors and stuff like that. So
okay.
Yeah. So he sent us a couple T-shirts as well. Thank you very much, Keith.
Should wear one of those and drive a John Deere.
I should. I actually debated wearing one of the shirts tonight, and I kind of decided. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we got all kinds. So he also sent playing cards. So there's a baler. So there's all kinds of stuff. We can look and see what they make. Somebody's going to yell at me here in a second. Oh. 88 is the county number.
That's a lot of counties.
Oh, see? I don't know what that thing is. Show that. I don't know what that is, but.
Everybody know what that is?
And balers.
Oh, self-propelled balers. Maybe that's
what it is. It might be a self-propelled.
It's a ZR5.
Okay, there you go. So anyway, thank you very much, Keith. Also, I've got a stack over here from Gary in Minnesota. We got a couple plates as well as a bunch of patches for Mackenzie's collection.
Yeah, that's super cool.
She's been collecting police and EMS and fire patches here for a while, so a bunch of those from around Minnesota. I think these are all Minnesota. And a couple of Minnesota plates. From Sweet Home, Alabama, Wallace Kleckler.
It even says that.
It actually says that on the license plate. That's awesome. Sweet Home, Alabama. Trevor from Louisiana. Trevor's going to be up here for Ranch Roundup. We'll have a chance to talk to him.
Wasn't Louisiana on your list?
No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Was it? I got to look at my list. No.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was. See, there it is. I told you. Somebody would have one from Louisiana. See, now I don't scratch that one off. Rebecca sent us one of their farm plates from Mississippi. I'm gonna think about that for a second.
Do you know how to spell Mississippi or read Mississippi?
I know how to read it. Dana, who is a Vietnam veteran who was wounded in 1969, sent us his Purple Heart plate.
Thank you.
From Arkansas.
We don't have those in Wyoming.
We don't have any special plates in Wyoming, which is
we have UW ones.
That's the only one, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And then Patty Amato from Arizona sent us this really cool Honoring Fallen Officers Arizona plate, which is a pretty cool plate.
My mom called me.
Your mom called you?
We make sure the kids are okay.
All right, welcome to our family. Patty also sent a bunch of stuff for the kids, colored pencils.
Oh yeah, let's see those.
These are colored pencils. Are you not going to call her back?
I texted her.
Oh, okay.
What am I going to do, call her in the middle of live stream? Hey, are the kids okay?
And then there she's like, no, they're not. Call an ambulance. And then we would just
call the ambulance.
I don't know. Why would she call you? And okay.
It's like she forgot we're live streaming. Mom, we're live streaming.
Yeah. Gardening gloves.
I don't really like gloves, but I'll try them out.
Markers.
My hands get hot. The kids they have not seen these yet.
They have seen those, by the way.
Oh, they have. They were like, oh my God, I want to open them right now. They're dual brush pens. So very fancy. And that was very nice of you to send. 3, although they'll fight over colors.
Well, there's also the colored pencils. So.
Thank you very much.
And then a cigar box. I actually have, people don't know this, but I have a collection of cigar boxes.
You have like 2.
I have like 4 or 5. They were actually Gilbert's, and I've got a bunch of them. A few years ago, the hunters actually broke one, though, so. Is everything okay?
Yeah, she says, yes, of course they are. They're with their Grammy.
Okay. So that's it for plates. Are you? So why did she call you?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, my mom tried to force me down a cough drop the other day, and I threw a fit and said no.
She did. She said, "You need to take some cough drops." Nope. Somebody said I should demo the ZR5. This
Well,
thing
if they
actually.
would give us
yeah, I
one,
wish
I
if Keith.
Is it a baler?
It's a self-propelled baler. That's pretty cool.
Well, nobody can see it.
You can see it. I'm showing it to you. I'm not showing it to anybody else. It's ours. No. We showed it to somebody. We showed it earlier. Self-propelled baler, which is totally out of focus.
Baler tractor.
Yeah. That would be cool to have. Another engine you have to deal with, though.
Vermeer, if you want to like send one our way, we'll drive it.
Yeah, no doubt. Erin, are you planning on expanding the garden at all next year? That's from Madison.
So, I planted cover crop in between the high tunnels, and so I'm going to do some perennial fruit and vegetables there, like rhubarb and garlic and asparagus, but... So I guess yes.
There you go.
I don't know how I'm going to take care of it. All right.
Oh, the Vermeer chipper. 60,000. That's a chipper? I don't know. Now I'm totally confused. The Arizona plate is awesome, Matt. I do appreciate that. That's a really cool plate. I can't wait to put that one up on the wall. So
you should take a picture of them at nighttime.
They are pretty cool at night.
Some of them reflect in the older ones.
I think I did. Didn't I post a picture at one time of...
No.
I don't know
you
if I
took
did or
a picture.
not.
I don't think I posted it, though.
Huh. Interesting.
No, Brian, I don't sell cut flowers. I just grow like some zinnias and some sunflowers. Not enough to do cut flowers.
No. All right, it's time that everybody's been waiting for. It's the return of Tiny Hands right here on Our Wyoming Life.
It's time to go open the farm store. Let's go get everything ready. Welcome to the farm store. Oh, don't drop the iPad. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. It's locked in. Zucchini. We gotta go out to the highway and put our flags up so everybody knows that we're open. Let's go. It's very important to watch for snakes when you're out here. They're like 12-foot feather flags. Mike drilled a hole in the post, so we have to get this into the hole. Super easy. Oh. Oh. There's no way, man. Watch out for the wind. I need a step stool. Oh, Tiny Hands, you fail me. I don't know how to do it.
Tiny Hands, yes or no?
They're no good. They're worthless. I could not get the flag in the hole. Like the wind was blowing. Like I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I could not do it. So
I feel bad for you. I don't even know if I could do the Tiny Hands thing at all without chucking them across the
like you didn't show
You'd never find them again because I would throw them across the
You
field.
didn't show it. And well, when we were talking about it like this morning, like, you're like, you should do a cooking video. I was like, I can't use a knife. Like I'll die. So I was like, well, I got to open the store. Like, let's film that. And you're like, well, is that really going to be that hard? Yes, everything's hard. Everything is very hard with the tiny hands. They're not flexible at all. They're not like soft and grippy. I mean, they're just very hard and very small. It's very difficult. So, could not get the flags in.
Sorry.
At least there was no snakes. You know what I found today?
No.
I found a salamander in the garden. It freaked me out.
I haven't seen a salamander for years
There's
around here.
one in the corner of the garden.
Right where the sprinkler's at, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to. I used to get them in the basement of the shop every once in a while when it was damp down there and stuff like that. So.
Yuck.
Yeah, they're gross.
Gross.
They're super gross. All right, guys. Let's take some more questions here as we wrap things up for this evening.
Thank you, Susan, for the super chat.
Yes, thank you very much, Susan. Susan really wants this ladies' room out there.
I was actually in the bathroom today when the farm store doorbell rang. I was like, oh, I gotta go. Wash my hands first, though. Can't eat, can't go to the bathroom.
It's a hard knock life, and you can't put the flags in.
Can't put the flags in.
I did feel bad. I was actually filming Erin, and I feel bad when you're doing the tiny hands thing, especially today for some reason, because it was like everything was hard to do.
Well, like, we have round doorknobs in our house, and you're like, okay, let's go outside. I was like, Mike, I can't open the door. Like, they're not grippy, like, at all. It's like, I cannot open the door.
You know what's the worst part of it is you had to wear that coat.
I know, I was dying. It was so hot.
Erin was like, can't you just CGI them onto my, just like.
It was so hot. That's why I was like, I can't do anything outside either. Like,
No, go out and pick.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, thank you very much. And you need bigger hands. Yeah,
And then we had fun taking thumbnails.
yeah, thumbnails were fun.
Because I was picking your nose.
Butch was saying something about asparagus.
Yeah, so,
asparagus wasn't the cover crop.
No.
It's the cover crop's in there so you can plant asparagus.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get rid of the weeds, and I'm doing sun hemp, so it's a nitrogen fixer. So I'm trying to prep my soil so that next year I can start planting stuff. Because I have a lot of clover and a lot of bindweed and alfalfa in that area.
Yeah.
So I'm working on the soil before we plant it. And yes, asparagus it'll be 2 years before it's ready.
Exactly. From Lorena, when are you guys getting a show on TV? Watching y'all, but would you seriously do it? We've been approached a few times, and we pretty much turned them all down. So that's the basic story behind that.
And then you missed another super chat.
Did I? Oh my gosh, I'm horrible at this tonight.
Yeah.
From Jam's Farm, $4.99. Peppermint works great for snakes.
Yeah, I'm not planting any mint.
As an attractant or a repellent?
I'm sure if you plant mint, it will keep snakes away. But mint's so invasive. I'm not touching it.
I was going to say, yeah, it would be everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And then if it's everywhere, then it's not really anything.
We don't get like rattlesnakes or bull snakes in the gardens. All I get is like gardener snakes.
There's a lot of activity, and the rattlesnakes, the bull snakes will usually stay away.
And the chickens.
Erin's in the gardens all the time. Chickens are in the gardens all the time. So
the chickens are not always in the garden. This is a new thing with the new chickens, and they're being naughty. But the geese and like when we have the peacocks and stuff, like they do help. Like, they're in that area, so they keep stuff away.
Yeah.
How much time do you spend in your gardens every day? Well, I could probably spend 8 or 10 hours every day, and there'd still be weeds.
Fortunately, you have a life, and that's part of the problem. And not even a life, but as you have kids, and you have to eat, and you have to go to the bathroom, and you have a farm, you have a store to run. You have a store to run, which is another issue that
I don't go to the bathroom until I absolutely have to. I spent 3 hours today pulling weeds. I went out about 9:30 and got done about 12:30. And then went back out tonight and picked some vegetables.
And then you're going back out tonight after live stream to spray. So it's a never-ending battle, that's for sure. All right, let's answer some few questions here as we roll here towards the end of this thing. How long of a drive from Gillette to Jackson Hole? 6-7 hours, something like that. I don't know.
There's a mountain in the way.
Yeah, it depends on how the mountain feels that day. When did you guys start the Armchair Rancher? That's from Ethan. It's been a few months, hasn't it?
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, so we've been kind of keeping rolling on with it. So, evening, Josh and Erin.
Who's Josh?
Who's Josh? Bathroom lives matter, though. I'll agree with that.
I like your hashtags.
Those are always good.
Firefox.
Those are always good. Let's see.
If I had a rattlesnake in my bathroom time, I would die. Like, I'm going to if I see a rattlesnake, like, I'm just going to pass out in fear, and it's going to eat me whole.
Yeah, and he's just scream until we come running over with a shovel.
You guys are, like, everyone's coming up with grasshopper recipes.
Grasshopper recipes? Like you can eat grasshoppers?
I'm not eating.
You ever had a chocolate-covered grasshopper?
Absolutely not.
I had one of those when I was like in junior high or high school, somewhere in there. And they had chocolate-covered ants and they had chocolate-covered grasshoppers. Yeah. Not the highlight of my life.
Was it crunchy?
I'm pretty sure it was. I really don't remember. I kind of just, I kind of blocked that up, just blocked that out. So I don't. Let's see, from the Bengalator, any major equipment purchases coming up in the near future? No purchases. We have partnered with a company called AeroQuip who produce cattle handling equipment. So we're going to start bringing in some of their equipment to test and be able to use here within the next couple weeks. That's kind of a big thing for us that that they're partnering with us, and we're going to hopefully do some videos on cattle handling techniques and that kind of thing using their equipment. Should be a lot of fun. So that's about the only one that we have that we know of. Unless there's a big influx of money comes in, there's not a whole lot of new equipment on the future on the horizon. So, how many cats do you have? Wow, how many cats do we have?
So we have 2 house cats.
We do have 2 house cats, but there's a lot of barn cats.
There's a lot of barn cats. In fact, today I was like, did you know there's 3 black cats instead of just 2? Because somehow they multiplied. We have 2 fuzzy black cats, barn cats. No, there's 3. Like, how did that happen?
I don't know.
Where did the third one come from?
We live on a highway, so there's constantly, I think, cats get dropped off, and we end up with barn cats. We have some very pretty barn cats. There's like a Siamese cat that I'm pretty sure was a house cat at one point that doesn't want anything to do with people anymore. But she's a very pretty cat.
There's Two-Face cat. She's a calico, and she's got the line. There's Kittler.
Yeah.
I didn't see her today. She's very friendly.
She's very friendly. She has a little Hitler mustache, so we call her Kittler.
And she...
I had a video one time, this was a long time ago, but she walked up to me in the video and I was like, "Hi, Kittler." And somebody commented, they said, "Did you just call your cat Hitler?" I was like, "No, it's Kittler with a K, not Hitler."
She's got a little white. She's black and white, but her face is mostly black, and she's got a little white stash.
Yeah.
It's a little off center. But
yeah, it's a little weird. But
I didn't see her today. She went on so she comes to the house, and she'll come in the house, but she's very friendly, and Grace drags her around. All the kids do. They play with Kittler often. She went on like a 3-week vacation. Don't know where she went. And then she showed back up, and she's been super cuddly and loving since then. There's also Mr. Sarah.
There's a boy cat that's named Sarah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of cats. Lots. Yeah.
Gary asked if we use cattle dogs. We will be here in the future. We do have a dog right now. She's old, and she wouldn't do well with another puppy around, and her working days are done, although she didn't really work too hard when she did work. And
she was a lab.
Yeah, so she...
well, she is a lab.
Yeah. So when she's gone, we'll be venturing down that cattle dog route, but we're going to wait until then.
I think, unfortunately, like, Lexi is 12. And she's full of arthritis, and she's had multiple surgeries and stuff. Like, this is probably her last summer with us, and probably when it gets cold out, we're going to have to decide when it's appropriate to humanely take care of that situation, unfortunately. And then we have to decide if we're going to potty train dogs.
I hope we're going to potty train dogs.
But in the wintertime?
Oh, well. There's a big question too with cattle dogs. Do you even let them in the house? Do you let them live in the shop, in the barn, and that kind of thing?
Do you think the kids are gonna like?
Oh God, no. There's gonna be, if there's a puppy around, it's gonna be in the house. So.
And do we buy a puppy cattle dog, or do we buy one that's already trained?
There's all kinds of issues with this, isn't there?
All kinds of issues.
Houston Firefox is back. This is for calling you Josh, who called right as I was writing the last super chat. Whoops. That's all good. Thank you very much. We knew what you were talking about. Any other questions? Feel free to throw them up here. We're about ready to wrap things up.
I thought it died the other day because I pressed on the gas pedal and it did not go anywhere. And then the engine died.
Yeah, it's still.
And then it started again, and I went, and it was fine.
It has its moments. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like I was out at the orchard, and I was like, "It's done."
The orchard, which is now 3 trees. 4
There's
trees.
4 trees. It was out of
An orchard in Wyoming is 4 trees.
It was out of
They're in a group, though.
It just died. It does that sometimes, though. You press on the gas, and it does not go.
No.
Right?
Right.
You've had this happen.
I've had this happen.
Okay.
You're not crazy.
It's broken.
It's broken. It's having issues.
Oh, it's either a cattle dog or a pet. Do not try and make it both. Well, we want it to be both.
If you have 3 kids, we're going to figure out something. Actually, we have quite a few friends that have cattle dogs that go inside and still, they're working dogs and stuff like that. So, it just depends on who you talk to, too.
Yeah.
And how serious they are about their working dogs. I mean, obviously, there's some people that are very, very serious about them. So, makes a big difference. So, it's the gator in gear. Was it in gear?
Yeah.
Was the brake off?
Yes. I mean, even if it was in neutral, you shouldn't press on the gas and the engine dies. Right?
Right. This is an issue. So one of our friends, one of the hunters that comes out here in October is Jeff. We call him Butch, who's actually a motorcycle mechanic. So when he comes out, I've got a list of stuff for him, and he's just like, I'll tell him, go tag out. And then you're mine. So then I have to slip all the other guys like a $50 bill though, so that they let Butch tag out first, so that he's done, and then he can come and help me, and then they can go and finish hunting. But so it ends up costing me a little bit.
The little gator has some issues.
It's everything. If it has an engine, it has an issue at some point. So the fuel pump has actually been a revolving issue with that gator. The fuel pumps on those gators are not good. And I think I've went through 4 or 5 fuel pumps on it already. So it's that could very well be it. It's got all kinds of issues.
We're not eating grasshoppers. I'm going to spray them into oblivion.
Well, yeah, we can't eat them after you spray them either. That probably wouldn't be good. So, all right, guys, we're going to hang things up for tonight. Thank you for coming and hanging out once again for the weekly roundup as we take a look at the past week and what we have coming up. We have a brand new video coming out on Sunday as we go down and check out the cows once again. It's been a long time since we've seen the cows. We're going to go down and get to know a few of them and introduce you to some of our more famous cows on the ranch, including Bambi and Blonde Cow and 39, and the stories behind them. So I think that'll be a lot of fun.
39's number isn't...
She's not 39 anymore now. She's something. I don't know what number she is. She'll always be 39. So that's all coming up this weekend. Maybe we'll get Erin to eat a grasshopper. Maybe
I'm
we
never
won't.
eating a grasshopper.
This could replace the Erin singing thing.
No, I'm not going to
Erin eats a grasshopper. 1 million subscribers. Would you eat a grasshopper if we hit 1 million subscribers?
If we had 1 million subscribers by Ranch Roundup, I'll eat a grasshopper.
You have 3 weeks, people. Make it happen. All right, guys.
You better share this now.
Just this part of it, though. Leave out the rest of it. Especially the part where there was no audio. So, especially want to thank our moderators once again. Matt here hanging out with us is our lead moderator, who's the one that does the least work. Lori, as well as what? Dave, Big and Rush here hanging out with us. And William Dunn. Zach was here for a little while. We have a great crew of moderators that are here to help us out.
Did you see Lori?
I did say Lori. Lori is our brand new moderator and the one that keeps everybody in line. She's like the mom. She cracks the whip every once in a while. So thanks to those guys for all that they do to help us out. And of course, thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Thank you for the super chats, guys.
Thank you very much. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. It may surprise you to know that 60% of people that watch our videos are not subscribed. So
why do you know? Why don't you subscribe? It kind of hurts our feelings a little bit. Like, just subscribe. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Just subscribe.
Just smash the button, guys. All right. So hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. That does help others find videos like this that are interested in farming, ranching, agriculture, and where your food comes from. Until next time, have a great week, and thanks for joining us on our Wyoming Life.